Welcome to the next edition of Chatting with Chuck. I'm your host, Chuck, and today I'm talking with Mike Berryman on the upcoming Pack Expo conference. So Mike, I hear this show is going to place in Chicago from about October 14th through October 17th. What exactly is Pack Expo?
Well, thanks, Chuck. Thanks for having me on the podcast again. So what's Pack Expo? Just think about anything you've ever purchased. It always comes in some kind of packaging, right? It's to protect the product that's inside, to attract attention on store shelves. It's got barcode for stocking and checkout purposes, and etc. So Pack Expo is all about the latest technology, machinery, materials, and other innovations for packaging products for both consumer and business uses. So, Pack Expo, it's actually the international show. There's smaller shows that Pack supports. There's a Pack Expo East, and there's one in Pack Expo Las Vegas for the West. But this is the international show. So this is the world's largest packaging show in 2018, and it will have a marketplace of over 2,500 exhibitors showcasing the latest packaging equipment and technologies.
So Mike, what are you personally expecting to see?
Yeah, so in addition to that, obviously all the exhibitors, there's going to be 50,000 attendees, right? So attendees from all across the globe. And I think what's most interesting is there'll be solutions for every vertical market. Every packaging, whether it's a consumer packaged good or it's pharmaceuticals, there's always different kinds of solutions. So I'm looking forward to seeing those different kinds of solutions. For example, co-located is something called Healthcare Packaging Expo. So anything to do with healthcare packaging, pharmaceutical packaging, medical device, and biotech will be there as well. In addition to that, all the different vertical markets will be able to see all kinds of free education that takes place on the show floor. There's new different pavilions for different types of technologies. For example, there's one focused on digital packaging technologies. There's a pavilion for containers and materials, confectionery, reusable packaging. They'll be there as well.
So who should consider going to a show like this?
Well, that's a great question. It's really all kinds of types of people. For example, there'll be C-level executives, engineers, plant managers, people in research and development, brand managers, marketing managers will be there, people specifying and purchasing packaging machineries, and it's really all focused on companies that are making packaged goods, so we call them consumer packaged goods or CPGs, and also the retailers of those products as well. Really, anybody who would really like to go to this expo could be anybody interested in seeing the actual equipment in operation. For example, you can arrive at the show, see things working. You may have an abstract in your mind about how you need to package your product or how to unpackage it. I guess that's just as important. For example, one of the studies have shown in a lot of retailers, the most common form of accident is people with a box cutter opening boxes. So there's all kinds of machines that will just basically take the top off of a box, very safely. You don't have to worry about people carrying box cutters and getting themselves cut. So you can come to the show with an abstract in mind, but you'll leave a clear vision of what can be done to make those goals become reality. So that's one thing. I think another one is anybody who's interested in being aware of the trends in the market. Simply walking the show gives you a broader perspective on current emerging technologies, what the competitors are doing, and where the trends are headed. Another aspect, I think, is people interested in just being inspired about stories that can be told during the show. For example, past attendees will be there describing their previous unexpected encounters at the Packaging Expo and had their big aha moments on how to accomplish something that they didn't know how to do before. And I think finally, it's a face-to-face meeting, right? So nothing beats that face-to-face connection. You can touch base with existing vendors, new vendors, potential customers, other suppliers, and have conversations that really are meaningful and can contribute to the success of your operation.
So Mike, we know you're going to be there at the Advantech booth, by the way, which is booth number 10737. Can you give a little insight maybe on what you're planning to showcase there?
Yeah, absolutely. So our booth is in the lower level of the Lakeside Center, so it's the east building, close to the Lake Michigan there in downtown Chicago, McCormick Center. So if you come to see us, you're going to see 4 key technologies that we're going to have in our booth. The first technology is what we call a motion control, or we have something called a solution ready package, or SRP. In there, we'll be showcasing one of our partners is a company called CodeAssist that has a product that's an IEC 61131-3 programming languages on our industrial PC and touch panel monitor. That will be showing how to do a 3-axis motion control. So a lot of packaging, as you can imagine, is a lot of motion control. Handle a product, put it in a package, and wrap it up and move things around, and conveyors and so forth. So motion control is really important. We'll have that on display. Also in that same demo, we'll be exhibiting our EtherCAT I/O technology, which is high-speed deterministic for motion control applications. So that's the first one. The second one is we'll be showing solutions in regards to human-machine interface. We'll have a large 22-inch widescreen stainless steel industrial panel PC. That product is actually an IP69K rated unit, which means you can take it with a steam hose and wash it down. That's really important for food and beverage applications where you need to do a clean-in-place operation to make sure there's no contaminants on the equipment before you start running another batch of product. So that's a nice stainless steel solution, and you'll be able to see that in our booth. The third technology we're going to be showing is really to do with wireless real-time equipment monitoring. So, for example, there's a lot of products out there that already have, for example, an end user may have, that in their site they may have 20 packaging machineries, handling from different things from primary packaging to final packaging, but they're all different equipment and they're produced by different machine builders, and they really have a challenge to integrate what's going on with all these together. So we have a solution that's kind of an add-on to these existing machines that happen to be on the factory floor already to do it's actually stack light monitoring. So we have a solution that will basically tape onto a stack light, actually measure the colors that are going on, and report that back wirelessly into another system to provide some information. So it's a really unique solution. It's all battery powered, so once you put it in, you don't have to worry about running power to it, you don't have to worry about running network cables to it. Very neat technology in that solution ready package. And then I guess finally, we're going to be showcasing our machine vision solutions. Two aspects to our machine vision solution. The first one is our new iCam smart camera. So that's a PC-based camera that's an open architecture that can actually do applications like production traceability and alignment and positioning. In addition to our smart camera, we also have a whole host of what we call machine vision industrial PCs. So these are open platforms for multiple cameras for gig vision. The kind of applications we're seeing used for this is a lot of artificial intelligence and machine learning applications with vision as an input. So take the cameras, do some serious calculation with all the images. In fact, they may even use GPU technology to do the kind of algorithm processing that needs to happen to really come up with an artificial intelligence or machine learning application. So those are really the four areas that we're going to show. Vanatech has, of course, way more product than that. We'll have our experts in the booth that can talk about any of our technologies. So definitely, please stop by and visit us in that booth.
Great, Mike. I appreciate you taking a few minutes of your time to give us a little insight on Pack Expo and what Vanatech is going to do there. If you're up in Chicago at this show, stop by and see Mike once again at booth 10737. This has been Chuck with Chatting with Chuck. Please stay tuned for further episodes.